Haggai, chapter 1. Here are the names. They're just a few. So I'll try to explain real quick what the revelation is that we get through the meanings of the names. So we have that Yahweh, sovereign. So the sovereign during my feast, or the sovereign of the feast, in the sense of Yahweh who gave us the feasts that we must celebrate according to Leviticus 23. Also, it is the sovereign who came to fulfill his feast, because Mashiach died on Matzot, an important feast, and the last will die on Yom Kippur, another important feast. In this case, it says born in confusion, the name Zerubbabel. Mashiach was born in Israel. Confusion is the meaning of Babel. So it means that the last, the sovereign who comes to fulfill the feast, will be born in confusion, meaning within the nations. For the people would be scattered throughout the whole world. So the sovereign of the feast would be born in confusion, whom I asked from the mighty one. Remember Shealtiel, the one people have asked for, that is the one who would be born in confusion to fulfill the feast of the sovereign. So the sovereign of the feast would be born in confusion, as it was asked by the people from the Almighty, in order to praise Yahweh through the salvation of Yahweh, or in order to praise Yahweh through Yahushua. So interesting that it pretty much is saying that he who would be born in confusion would give testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach, the first. As Yahushua himself said, that he didn't give testimony of himself, he was given testimony of Yahweh, and then the Father would give testimony of the Son. So the sovereign of the feast, he who came and died on Matzot, would now be born in confusion, for he was asked from the mighty one, well, whom people desired from the mighty one, the desired of nations, in order to praise Yahweh through his salvation, Yahushua, and bring the righteousness of Yahweh, Yahutzadak, which connects with Yahweh Tzidkenu, the name of the last. So he who came to bring salvation now is coming to bring righteousness, in the sense of, obviously we get righteousness through Mashiach the first, but the justice, the judgment that would be manifest during the coming of the Son of Man, meaning the last. So once again, the sovereign of the feast would be born in confusion, whom the people asked for from the mighty one, to praise Yahweh. He would come born in confusion in order to praise Yahweh through the salvation of Yahweh, giving testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach, in order to manifest his righteousness during the feast. Interestingly enough, Yom Kippur is known as the Day of Judgment. So the judgment will be manifested through the sacrifice of the two witnesses of Revelation 11 on Yom Kippur. So to praise Yahweh through the testimony of Yahuwah, the salvation of Yahweh, in order to manifest the righteousness of Yahweh during the feast. He who will be born in confusion in Babel, whom the people asked from the mighty one, is Yahushua, or would bring the salvation of Yahweh and his righteousness during the feast. The feast, well, we just repeat pretty much the same names. Yeah. So Yeah, in fact, like from verse 12, yeah, they are pretty much the same names. So it is just confirming the same thing, that he who came to bring the salvation of Yahweh now is coming to bring the judgment during the feast. Now born in confusion, born in Babel as the prodigal son. And that's pretty much the point of the names that we see in this chapter. And they fit as well the prophecy that is being given throughout the chapter.